What's going on guys, my name is Carl Dragon and welcome ke Doki Doki Lecture Club. Aku buat nih untuk anniversary Doki Doki Lecture Club yang ketiga. Sebab game ini dicipta pada 2017 dan sekarang aku main dekat 2020. Oh, semua orang tahu. So, sorry sebab aku udah pasang facecam untuk hari ini. Sebab seperti yang kalau kamu belum lagi tahu, aku sedang belajar. And sekarang ini aku di dom and kawanku ada 3 orang tidur. So aku akan perlahankan sedikit suaraku. So kita akan untuk menyambut anniversary Doki Doki Literature Club, aku akan main Doki Doki Literature Club yang original tanpa mod seperti yang kamu boleh nampak atas sebelah kiri. Atas sebelah kiri. So kita akan mulai dari fresh sebab aku memang belum lagi buat apa-apa video pasal original punya. So might as well do it. So aku suka nama penuh. So aku akan gunakan seperti biasa. So let's jump straight to it guys. And kalau dan tuh nampak ini video ataupun siapa-siapa aja lah yang nampak video ini, so terima kasih lah sebab klik video ini. Oke, so aku buat video ini aku sebab ada dua sebabnya. Satu untuk menyambut anniversary Doki Doki Literature Club, yang kedua adalah untuk masukkan konten original Doki Doki Literature Club sebab dalam channelku aku buat mod. And yang first time untuk anniversary dorang dah silapku aku main Morning Capture Story tahun lepas 2019 bukan 2018 dah silap. 2019 mana aku buat. So ya kita akan sambung mana aku bukan sambung sebenarnya, kita akan teruskan. Sebelum apa-apa aku akan macam baca dialognya seperti biasa. Oke. Hey, sorry lah kalau ada banyak bunyi angin sebab kipas di atas kepala. And kalau bunyi kuat sorry juga. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, whipping her arm in the air like she's totally oblivious to any intention she may draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we are children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of worked out because you know each other for so long. Ya, aku ada kawan juga macam itu. Mungkin aku udah cakap beberapa dalam videoku. Daripada aku buka mod. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sighed and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. aku memang keluarkan batu. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Yep, like always. Ramai orang sudah tahu pas punya Doki Doki Literature Club nih. But aku lupa sudah macam mana jalan ceritanya nih. So, hopefully kamu boleh show me option mana sebenarnya sebab aku lupa. The only thing that I remember that Sayori will die at the end of this chapter. That's the only thing that I remember. That mean Kai. What the fuck? Aku perhatian pun ayat tuh. Ya aku mungkin kamu tinggalkanlah komen di bawah kalau kamu mau aku letak facecam. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We crossed the street together and make our way to school. As we drew nearer, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kai, have you decided on a club to join yet? Nope. A club? I told you already. I really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would. You told me you would join a club this year. Man, English aku makin rusak. Did I? I forgot. I'm sure it's possible. That I did in one of our many conversation where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly contagious, getting by on the average while spending my free time on game and anime. Same here. Yeah. I was talking about how I worry that you won't learn how to socialize or having any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you are happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look a few clubs if it makes you happy. Mungkin kalau aku dapat macam mungkin lepas habis sekolah ni lah, mungkin aku akan cari beberapa kawan untuk untuk buat Doki Doki Literature Club ni ada macam dia punya bunyi, dia punya sound, character sound. No promise though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself getting literal by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little, at least a little bit. Even she does exaggerated everything inside of her head. The, the school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my thing, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Aku nak tahu kalau betul kamu boleh buat club sendiri. Mungkin tu pelik lah juga. Hello, Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I come in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you may need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Nini. Ako to kala. Sayuri is a vice president. Sayuri is a vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she hired the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is graduate to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Oh my god, aku lupa pasal dialogue tuh. And that's gonna make cupcakes and everything. Not that promise you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or is she so cunning as to have planning all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Aku belum lagi ada nampak macam orang voice acting lah untuk setiap karakter ni. Sebab aku melihat juga macam voice dorang. Ada juga lah yang macam original punya daripada Dan Silver sendiri. Aku mungkin akan buat beberapa part untuk game ni. And thus that marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Mungkin kalau aku cari voice actor Doki Doki Literature Club, mungkin aku akan jumpa. Mana tahu pasal benda ni bukannya famous sangat dulu je lah, 2017 famous. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs. A selection of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year class activity. Sayori, full energy, swinging open the classroom door. Everyone, the new members here. I told you not to call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. Sayori always said nice thing about you. Really, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Kai, what a nice surprise. Ya, aku heran kalau karakter ini tahu Monica. Patutnya ya tulis Monica sana, jangan Girls 3. Tapi who the fuck cares? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls. Well, aku rasa macam Yuri patutnya macam cantik, beautiful. Natsuki comel. Monica mungkin dua-dua. Maybe. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Aku nak tahu kalau mereka ni macam terjatuh ke apakah, sebab aku lama sudah pakai Mac ni. Tolonglah bagi tahu aku. And sorry kalau ada macam static tiba-tiba. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with swore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori said that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Mungkin kamu dengar tuh. Anyway, this is Natsuki, who is full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Hello, Yuri. Don't say things like that. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who is fairly comparably more mature and slim. I don't know how to say that one. Seems to have a hard time to keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Okay, aku cuma cek telepon just in case. Oh, sorry, itu aku. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. That's Monica. It's great to see you again, Kai. Ya, kalau karakter ini tahu sudah Monica, patutnya orang tulis dia Monica kan. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we are in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, verbal, athletic, maybe even sporty. Well, that's athletic. What the fuck am I even saying? Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely was a little itu Monica. The fuck, aku lupa sudah delok-deloknya nih. Come sit down, Kai. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcake. Hey, I met them. I'll get them. Yeah, sorry. I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Ya, mungkin ada beberapa yang mungkin heran sebab kenapa aku macam buat Yuri punya voice deep sedikit. Mungkin kamu udah dengar macam beberapa Doki Doki Literature Club aku punya mod yang aku buat. Aku selalunya deepkan voice bila Yuri bercakap. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a ngantuk. Oh, okay. Bukan aku kali ini na mereka malam. So kamu tahu kan kalau kamu tinggal di dom, otomatis lah kamu akan ada kelas petang. And kelas petang kami cancel, so aku record time petang. Sebenarnya aku mengantuk nih, aku mau tidur tapi parents akan datang nanti antar barang. So yeah, Natsuki and Yuri walks over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabbed wrapped tray and Yuri opened the closet. Ini yang aku masih terpikir, mana satu closet yang aku baru cakap tunjuk pakai tangan, padahal kamu udah nampak. So adakah ni ataupun ni? Ini aku rasa locker kan, ni yang closet. Still feel awkward. I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marched back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, kids? Tada! Wow. Mungkin aku na tahu macam mana akan ku buat, tapi mungkin pasal mungkin kalau kamu belum lagi cek aku punya Doki Doki Literature Doki Doki Blue Sky gameplay, which aku belum lagi buat part ketiga. Kamu boleh aja klik icon dekat atas sebelah kanan. Wow. Natsuki lifts the foils off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcake decorated to look like a little cat. Ya mungkin aku akan letak gambar cupcake tuh di screen sekarang. The whiskers are drawn with icing and a little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I have no idea you are so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Let's hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one, and then Monica, I follow. So delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help it but notice her sneaking glazing. Oh, kenapa bangin perut aku nih? In my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is good. Aku lama sudah makan cupcake toh. This is really good. Aku cakap 2 kali baru aku teringat. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... When I hear... Wait, what? I actually do not install... Oh wait, hold on. Ooh. Is it because I actually have played this game before and then I reset it? Maybe because of that. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yeah, maybe you are. Made them for you or anything. Ataupun mungkin Dan Salvador buat special detection kali, mungkin diambil daripada mod lain. Maybe made it for you or anything. I thought you technically did. So I already said. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But not for you know, Tommy. Dan Salvador, thank you for creating this great character. I actually love her. Alright. Well, mungkin beberapa orang akan cakap yang Natsuki ini illegal, yang macam macam tidak patutnya di itu. Tapi sebenarnya ya legal sebab dalam cerita ni Natsuki sebenarnya cuma 1 tahun dia, mungkin 1 tahun rendah daripada karakter ni sebenarnya. So she's legal. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. We return to the table carrying a tea set. And sorry, cara aku sebut dalam bahasa English ni. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just tried to impress you. That's not insult. Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Aku na talo kalau voice to tadi dapat kenda. Sebab aku bukan pakai mic BM 800 aku tuh. Yuri fatally smiles to herself in relief. Monica raised an eyebrows, then smiled at me. Aku baru teringat yang sebenarnya Monica nih sebenarnya macam AI dalam game nih. Gimana ya macam boleh nampak terus ke aku. So bila cakap bila dialog tuh tiba-tiba keluar terus aku, what the fuck? So what made you considering the literature club? Let me guess. Berjalan sama Sayuri. Oh ya, by the way aku semenjak pakai katil sebagai meja. So berjalan bersama Sayuri, bercakap pasal club. Tiba-tiba ya suruh aku dalam kelas. What the fuck? Okay, hold on guys, I'll be right back.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, I'm back. So yeah, ada apa-apa. Bunda. Okay, so okay, apa tadi aku cakap? Oh ya, berjalan sama Sayuri. And then aku temenung dalam kelas cakap yang mungkin aku akan pergi cek anime club. Tiba-tiba masuk, dia beritahu aku untuk datang ke sini. Ya, semuanya pasal Sayuri. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was particularly dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any club yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Yeah, Monica sudah tahu. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to set your own club? Kenapa tiba-tiba aku jadi orang macam orang kaya nih? Oh, you could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of this politics around the major club. Yeah, it feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Coba aku pernah kena sekali benda nih di dunia sebenar. I much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I fulfilling the dream. Sorry. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also knew in agreement. Then I surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Macam aku, YouTube. Mungkin kamu udah perasan, aku start masuk YouTube nih ataupun aku start buat email nih 2015. And then first video yang aku upload anda silapku dekat 2015 lepas tu aku buat upload video pertama 2016. And then lepas tu aku udah buat apa-apa video baru. Aku stream untuk beberapa kali, tapi ada dua aja lagi stream yang aku simpan, yaitu Rules of Survival. And then aku start upload Doki Doki Literature Club. Ada satu game tapi aku delete, yaitu Little Labyrinth. Tapi aku delete video itu sebab nada kamu lihat pun langsung, sebab video itu macam testing je lah. So yeah, especially when something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Aku mungkin akan coba, tapi literature ni bukan yang macam kamu tulis-tulis kah? Kalau baca anda apa? Kalau menulis memang aku ndak boleh. I'm sorry dude. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes cool events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Ya, aku rasa aku udah cakap pasal ni di video lepas. Aku masih ingat tuh reference-nya apa nih, sebab yang you know itu macam aku tahu dari mana, tapi aku lupa game apa. Everyone is enthusiastically, aku nggak tahu cara sebutnya tuh, agreed. Such a different goals, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked real hard to just find this tree. Kenapa aku jadi macam British? Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Kai, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answering that. Manga? I muted quietly to myself, half joking. Bang, sebab ya ada orang suka manga, bukannya ada suka manga. Aku akan terus terang, aku rasa macam kalau Malaysia nih lah, keseluruhan Malaysia nih, aku rasa macam ada 10% daripada orang Malaysia nih suka anime. 10% saja, 10%. And ada mungkin 20% daripada orang suka, kalau bukan 20 lah, mungkin 15 cuma tuh, 20 ke bawah lah macam tuh. Orang suka lagu Jepun. Pasal aku akan tunjukkan kamu klip yang Hatsune Miku punya event di 2017, nggak silap. Aku ya 2017. Ya 2017. 2017 hujung tahun dan silapku, Miku Expo di Malaysia. Aku kan masukkan klip itu di screen untuk kamu, untuk kasih bukti kamu, sebab stadium tuh patutnya penuh, tapi disebabkan Malaysia ini ada yang macam tapuk-tapuk lah, malaskan datang. Mungkin ada yang dapat datang sebab dorang udah coba beli tiket, jadi dorang tengok dari rumah. So tapi aku yakin yang 20% daripada Malaysia ni suka anime, Vocaloid, apa yang datang dari Jepun. So ya, and kebanyakannya adalah kategori yang R atas, R18 plus. Kebanyakannya dorong ingat Jepun nih. So yeah, let's continue back. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. What? Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Aku lupa sudah shortcut. Oh, there we go. Found it. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. Oh, okay. Aku rasa aku tahu apa maksudnya tuh. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a fortunate world is equally impressive. Ya, kebanyakannya aku tengok nih kan, yang macam manga nih kan. Kebanyakannya yang aku tengok macam English lah kan. English kadang-kadang dia punya translate daripada Jepun ke English memang boleh masuk akal lah. Tapi bila Jepun translate ke Malay direct tanpa pergi dari English ke Malay, sebab ramai sekarang ni tahu yang kalau kamu mau paham apa maksud apa yang orang ucapkan, kamu akan kena lalui ke English, sebab English ni macam main language. Masa perang dunia, dah selalu perang dunia ke pertama atau kedua, aku dah tahu perang dunia ke mana, Malay is the number one language, but now it's English. I don't know what the fuck did I just say. Yuri goes on, clearly fascinated about her reading. She seems so reserved and aku na to sa tersebut itu since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of a books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Story with a deep psychologically element usually admires me as well. Aku na to kalau aku sebut betul. Isn't it amazing how a writer can do deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Aku rasa aku udah baca sekali. I read horror books once. Aku sebenarnya nggak tahu apa-apa. Aku belum lagi, kamu beli nampak juga kan yang game ini sebenarnya aku baru aja latak mamaku. So, itu benda tuh aku udah perasaan. I just will grab some crabs. What the fuck is that? Something I can relate it to an animal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yup, aku akan dengar. Aku dengar. Beli aku apa pasal main karakter ni? Bila aku kawal kan main karakternya ni. Bila aku jalan-jalan. Really? I wouldn't have expecting that, Yuri. Itu bukan suaraku, itu suaranya Monica. For some as gentle as you, I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really couldn't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ya, sama macam anime tau. Mungkin aku akan mula macam cakap pasal anime sebab first of all aku tahu beberapa pasal animation. Kedua adalah pasal banyak orang di dunia nih, okay? So a lot of you guys that like anime, aku akan cakap dalam bahasa English. I will talk in English for this one. So a lot of you guys actually pick anime due to the art, the character, no matter if it's beautiful, cute, or ugly as fuck, a little sister or whatever you guys going to say. You guys, the one thing that you guys actually like watch in anime is the fighting scene, the personality of the character, which basically like if the character is actually like kind of bitchy, like this character, which is from Tata no Yusha no Naragari. Ya, aku boleh terima yang ia itu bodoh-bodoh. Tapi ada beberapa orang cakap dia terlampau bodoh, yang dimana bagi aku macam ia adalah terlampau bodoh. And we have like Kimetsu no Yaiba, kamu pilih sebagai anime of the decade. Mungkin aku sudah limpat stok benda tuh, tapi who the fuck cares? Mungkin aku akan video pasal tuh. So mungkin aku kalau kamu mau tengok aku cakap pasal anime, kamu boleh klik the link in the description to go to my second channel. Okay, let's continue. I hate horror. Huh? Oh, why is that? Well, I just Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you are working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud, and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slided up behind Natsuki and put her hand on her shoulder. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write a poem, your own poem? Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share the, why don't you share them sometime? No. Yuri inverted her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident rider yet, ah. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of riding takes more than just confidence. The trust of forming, the trust form of riding is reading on oneself. What the fuck? You must be willing to open up to your reader, exposing your invaluable and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. Aku na to kalau ko sebut betul. You have right experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfort enough to share her. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Nani? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's just all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yay, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bone of the club. Isn't that right, Kai? Monica smiled warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Hey, what's that? Now that we are back to the original topic on me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Theory may have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All the full girls stare at me with dejected eye. But I'm sorry, I thought. Hi, you all. I defenseless against this girl. Ya, kalau aku bersama nih. How am I supposed to make a clear-head decision when it's like this? That's it. If reading a poem is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yay, I'm so happy! Yes, I'm so happy. Macam tu ya, seperti cakap. Sayori wraps her arm around me, jumping up and down. Hey, Yuri pula. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcake, I would be super pissed. And this makes it official. Welcome to the literature club, boy. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Apa tadi cakap? Monica looks over at me once more. Kai, I'm looking forward to see how you express yourself. Sorry, Monica, mod ni net ako. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my medicure writing skill? I already feel anxiety welling up inside. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Kai, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wandered back and forth between the four girls: Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Hey, Monica. Hey, Monica. Will I really be will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? In a literature club. Perhaps I'll have to change the goal. Perhaps I'll have to change to grow closer to one of these goals. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure fortune will find a good fortune. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And it's time to write a poem. Pick your word you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So, ya, aku akan berhentikan game di sini. Aku akan, macam ini cara aku buat. Kepada yang mungkin udah tahu, aku sekarang ini akan berhenti di setiap new poem akan dibuat. So, aku udah tahu macam mana aku mau buat storyline. Sebab ada dua jenis, aku boleh buat dua cara. Dimana satu, aku main cara biasa tanpa load balik sebelum Sayuri mati. Atau kedua, aku load sebelum Natsuki pula lagi sekali Yuri mati. Bukan Yuri, Sayuri. So, ada dua cara. Aku udah tahu mana satu aku mau buat, good ending atau bad ending. Aku udah tahu kalau ada efek apa-apa, tapi tolonglah kalau ada siapa-siapa yang tengok sampai ke ujung sini, please let me know which part you guys want to see me play. Just leave a comment below. Just write between good ending or bad ending. Aku mungkin akan type ini di mungkin my future self have already put it di awal-awal screen. Pilih mana satu yang kamu mau aku buat. So ya, mari kita save dulu. So guys, aku udah tahu kenapa itu benda. So yeah, that's all for this now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'm Carl again, signing out. Peace.
I don't know if I'm going insane. I see your voice every day. I hear your face every way. Why you have to be so far away? I missed you night and day. Now this sounds too cliche. I know